this is Ali. Welcome back to In Korea, the channel for those who love Korea, who want to learn more about this country. Here at this channel, we are trying to share with you guys some issues of the Korean Peninsula, tell you some news, some information about the country. If you love Korea as much as we do, this channel is for you. At the end of each video, we will always take some time to learn some Korean through Korean Wave contents. And today we'll be looking at the lyrics of Panorama by YOU&KOREA, so stay till the end. Do you guys know what Hollywood movies and Korean movies have in common? They all have a regular villain. In Hollywood movies, Russia always plays the role of a villain, conspiring to destroy the earth with nuclear weapons or appearing as an icon of the mafia. Russia also played a villain in recently released Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. And in general, a Russian named Ivan or Dmitry in Hollywood movies can be seen as the boss villain. Then who will play this role in Korean movies and dramas? Well, it's North Korea. As you all know, the Korean War broke out in 1950 due to the invasion of North Korea, and they're still threatening South Korea with nuclear weapons. However, there is a stark difference between Hollywood's portrayal of Russia and South Korea's view on North Korea. First of all, there are families separated by the war and division, and North Koreans are still depicted as those who need help because they are still suffering from the tyranny of the North Korean regime. On the other hand, the North Korean regime, including Kim Jong-un, is seen by the rest of the world as a troublemaker that makes military provocations. Unless the movie is made in North Korea, almost all movies around the world will portray North Korea like this. How did North Korea get this image? Well, if you look at what North Korea has done so far, you will see that it brought it upon itself. Korea was liberated from Japanese rule in 1945, but it was divided into South and North Korea by the war that broke out within the country, due to being caught in between two arguing parties in the Cold War. Kim Il-sung, a member of the Soviet Army, established a communist state in North Korea with Stalin's permission, and South Korea established a liberal democracy. The problem is that Kim Il-sung established a one-man dictatorship on September 9, 1948, which later became a dynasty of dictators, which even other communist countries don't have. The whole Kim family is being glorified to maintain power, but the rest of the world sees it as a joke. It's ridiculed a lot and often becomes a meme on the internet. The most well-known part is that Kim Il-sung defeated the Japanese military by making a grenade with pine cones and using his superpower. They also created a legend around the fact that Titanic sank on the day Kim Il-sung was born. North Korean media propagated to the residents that it's not a coincidence, but inevitability of history, that Kim Il-sung, the rising sun of Eastern Joseon, was born on April 15, 1912, when the Titanic, which was praised as a symbol of capitalist prosperity, sank. It's a comedy, right? In addition, North Korea distorts historical facts as they like, not to only brainwash North Koreans, but to also spread fake news abroad. First, it's fake news about the place where Kim Jong-il, the son of Kim Il-sung, was born. Kim Jong-il was born in 1941 in a small village in Russia's Far East, and spent his childhood near the city of Khabarovsk. However, North Korea claims that Kim Jong-il was born in 1942 at Mount Paektu, the self-proclaimed mountain of revolution. But the interesting thing is that there are still people who spent their childhood with Kim Jong-il in Russia. Kim Jong-il even used a Russian name Yura when he was young, and he only knew how to speak Russian. Also, a top North Korean politician who defected to South Korea in 1997 said, "It is a lie that Kim Jong-il was born in Mount Paektu." Next one is the most representative distortion of history. It is claimed that the Korean War broke out because South Korea and the US invaded North Korea first, which is completely not true. The Korean War began on June 25, 1950, when North Korea invaded South Korea without declaring a war. South Korea was greatly pushed back at the beginning of the war, but with the support of the UN forces, it was able to defend its territory by pushing North Korea back. However, North Korea made a far-fetched argument by saying the opposite of the truth. But the documents provided by Soviet Union, which approved and supported North Korea's invasion at the time, were released and became evidence that North Korea could not refute. In 1994, the Russian government delivered secret documents of the former Soviet Union to Korean government, which clearly states that Kim Il-sung was the main culprit of the long-planned Korean War. It is said that the war began when Kim Il-sung persuaded the leaders of Soviet Russia and China to grant their support. As Korean War is the biggest wound in modern Korean history, there are many movies about it, so I recommend you to watch it if you have a chance. So what do you think? Do you now know why North Korea is being portrayed as a devil in South Korean movies and dramas? If I have time in the future, I will introduce more movies and more dramas about North Korea and try to tell you guys about the historic events behind those stories. I will also be attaching some links in the description below, so if you want to learn more about the history of Korea, please refer to them. Okay, now it's finally time to learn some Korean by looking at some K-Wave content. Today we'll be looking at the lyrics from the song called Panorama by YOU&KOREA. Let's check it out. 계속 해피고 지는 계절처럼 우리를 넣지 말아요. 계속 해피고 치는 꽃들처럼 우리를 잃지 말아요. Like the seasons that continue to bloom and wither, let's not let go. Like the flowers that continue to bloom and wilt, let's not lose us. Oh, oh, oh. Lots of Korean poetry and lyrics like the comparison to nature and especially changing of seasons. Because we all know, even if something passes, it is not forgotten. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. I will be bringing more interesting topics in the future as well. Until then, please stay with our channel, subscribe if you like watching our videos, give us thumbs up, leave your feedback and questions in the comment section. I will be back next time, and until then, 안녕!